right, let's see how we're doing here. And I think we're going live here on YouTube. Let's see here. I just need to start one more thing as we wait for a few people to come on. Good morning if you're out there watching right now. And my name's Dave. I am from DQ Studios. I am a cinematographer as well as a photographer. And I am lucky enough to get my hands on this unit here. Here we go. So I will start this pretty soon as we get some people on here. And if you're new to the channel, you can always hit me up in the comments. I can't see you, but you can see me obviously. And we're going to be unboxing this lovely thing, the brand new Sony A7S III. And I don't have any advanced copy. I actually was lucky enough to get this one from my local camera store, thecamerastore.com, and they are just a wonderful bunch of people, so definitely go check them out if you can. So thanks for joining me this morning. Let's get started because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. So what we're going to do today is take a look and unbox the A7S III, but we're also going to be setting it up in the brand new small rig cage that was specifically made for this. I also want to take a look at the comparison of ergonomics to my trusty Sony A7 III, which I love and has served me well for 2 years. So let's get started on this. Oh, if I can just ask anybody if you can tell me if you can hear me okay for the audio. So just pipe up in the chat if you can hear me well before I get started. That would be great just to make sure before we dive in. And let me get this cup of Java. So good. All right. Okay, let's get started. Let's open the box here. And I've been waiting a long time for this baby, and I actually pre-ordered it. How, Dave, did you get one so quickly? I pre-ordered it in February when it was just a rumor mill. So that's how I got it. So here's all the manuals. We are in Canada land, so we have French and English. And yeah, all the manuals and warranties. Let's dump those over there. And this is the really large HDMI and cable connector thingy. It's like severely large. We'll see how that fits on. But it looks pretty cumbersome. And it is plastic, so we'll see how that works. And then we've got your USB A type to C type right here. And let's open up the box here. Can you see? You can see. Oh, there's a show-off move right there. I don't use these straps, do you guys? Here's the A7S III strap, just in case you forgot what camera you bought. It's labeled on the strap for you. And on this side, oh, look at this. Bonus, ding, ding, ding. They have a separate battery charger here. And we did not get this with the A7 III, so that's kind of a nice touch. It's called the BCQZ1. Very snappy name. And we'll put that aside for now. And what secrets lie beneath? Just a cord. And I'm sure you'll have a different one if you have bought one in Europe or another country here. So let's take this all apart here. Put that back in. I'm kind of a stickler for boxes and stuff, so I like to keep everything nice and tidy. And now, let's go over here, and oh, here we go! Without much fanfare. Freshly wrapped. Oh. All right, there it is. The A7S Mark III. Ready? Peekaboo. Looks about the same as every other Sony we've seen. But in my hand, I can already tell it feels a bit beefier. It's a bit thicker than my A7 III. Definitely thicker on the hand grip. And so let's put this box away and take a look. Let's just take a peek here and compare it to the A7 III. This is A7S III, and this is the A7 III. Let's switch cameras. Can you guys see that? Let's angle you down just a little bit here. And whoa, look at this beauty. This beauty of a camera. Now, as far as the size is concerned, it is definitely thicker. I'm gonna go top down again so you guys can see that. But I'm gonna zoom in just a touch here. Oh, sorry about this, guys. It is live, so I've gotta manually move all the cameras. So if you take a look at the size, too tight? Yeah. if you look at the thickness, let me take off the lens so that you can kind of see without comparing there. You'll notice that the body is quite a bit thicker than the A7 III. And the grip is definitely nicer to hold. Like, I'm a small Asian dude with a camera, and I still don't like holding the A7 III. But the A7S III, the grip feels fantastic. And it seems as if this divot here for your third finger, or second finger, third finger likely, is a lot deeper than this groove over here. And so take a look at this groove, and there isn't as much surety when you're holding onto the camera with that grip right there. But if you take a look at this one, you've got a lot better grip on the A7S III. That's really nice. Let's take a look and see what else we got. Here and there, they changed the button layout just a touch. Of course, we've got the record button up here instead of on the back on the A7 III. But of course, what everybody's been talking about is the flippy screen. And so here, instead of having, oh, actually, I should show you this. This is wacko. You can definitely tell the difference in size now. So here we have the A7S III and the A7 III, and this has definitely got a bigger grip on it, which is really nice. I'm excited to try this out, and the flippy screen is going to be not really a game changer for me because I don't do a lot of vlogging, but it will be nice if you are putting this on a gimbal to get it out to the side so that you can, let's say if you're holding it up or above you, you can aim it down so you can see, or down really low. Of course, you could always do that with this one too, which isn't so bad a deal. But often the motor gets in the way when and you can't push this A7 III screen low enough when you're shooting from above your head, so that's not really great. This is going to be much better. I should warn you though that when I did try the A7S III in the store, the flippy screen, the mounting point was really loose, and so I'm a little bit concerned about whether or not that's going to be robust enough. But I mean, that was probably an abused unit that was running around, so hopefully if it's just us using it, it won't be such an issue. Okay, now let's throw both a lens in there. I'm going to just put my 35mm in there. Whoa, okay, here we go. And I'm going to throw a battery in there. And now we're going to plug this into the cage. This is the SmallRig A7S III cage, and it is a lot slimmer than the one that they made for the A7 III. I've got a few more extra pieces on this one, the A7 III, but I always like to put a cage on it. But oh, I forgot, before we put a cage on it, one thing I always do is put on mic covers. And let me show you what these are. These are a genius little invention, which is so simple, but so necessary. And what they are just little furry things. And what's cool about them is that these help in the wind. So if you're shooting out in the wind, you know how sometimes there's a wind, like that's the sound that it makes? Well, these will actually help prevent that. And they're such a simple little thing. They're just fabric that you stick onto your camera. And it looks like on this camera, just like if you see my A7 III, I've got these little fuzzy things on it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with my A7S III. And that's going to allow me to shoot B-roll audio without having to worry about too much of the wind. And it's amazing how well this works. So it comes with these 3M little sticky thingies, and you just peel one off. And what I'm going to do is put it right around the microphone. So this is the microphone port right on the side here. I'm going to get around it and just stick it. And the nice thing about this system is that it puts it around it and doesn't obscure the mic port. And then we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. But this is just something that I do with all my cameras so that I'm not worried about wind noise. And this one's a little bit tighter because the mode dial is really in there. And so let's see if I can get in there and try to get that secured. This one's super tight. I managed to do it on my last camera, so let's hope that I can do it on this one too. Ooh, come on, you can do it. Maybe not. Let's just try to get around it. All right, and as long as you're not touching the actual microphone, it'll be a pretty good system there. And all you do is peel off this little if I can, because it's in this awkward position. Come on, buddy. I do recommend the mic covers. Sadly, they don't sell these on Amazon.ca. I live in Canada, but they do ship to Canada, and so you can order them from the US and get them in here. Okay, now I'm just peeling it off, and it's this really sticky stuff, but it's really pliable, as you can tell. And I'm just gonna get a really tiny tool here and push that down into the corners, because I don't want that touching the mode dial. Yeah, there we go. And then we push that secure, and then we very carefully push this into position, and voila, we have a windscreen right on our camera. I know it looks a little ridiculous. It looks a little bit like a Muppet, but honestly, it adds so much to your audio, and I don't love the audio built into the microphones that much, but it sure beats nothing when you are running and gunning it, and I often find myself exactly doing that, running and gunning it. And so right now I'm just gonna plop this on, whoops, from the top downwards, and shazam, I've got these eyebrows on my camera, which are wonderful. And now, let's see what else we need to do with this before we put it in the cage. I actually can't put it in the cage because I gotta take off these little guys. But yeah, there's not much else to say, I guess. I guess that's all we got for the unboxing. I do want to go through the menu system, but I think I will save you the trouble of watching me wrestle with the menu system, and we'll make another video for that. So thanks for watching, guys. God bless, and I plan to do a setup menu. If you have any questions about it, I'm gonna go do some shooting with it as well, and hit me up in the comments. I will see you guys in the next video.